Let's talk about the big story that continues to have ramifications in the judiciary as well as the country's politics. There is no let-up in the protests against Justice Yashwant Verma's transfer to the Allahabad High Court, upping the ante. 25 Bar Association heads, led by the Allahabad Bar Association president, met with the Chief Justice of India today at the Supreme Court. The CJI, along with the Collegium, assured the bar members that their concerns will be addressed. A statement jointly signed by members of the bar associations of various high courts was then submitted to the CJI. In the statement, they have requested the Chief Justice and the Collegium to withdraw Justice Yashwant Verma's transfer to Allahabad. They have also demanded that the judge must be relieved from all administrative work, and they want the CJI, the Chief Justice of India, to lay down accountability standards for judges and reassess the current in-house procedure. These associations from across India also said that criminal law should be applicable to justices just like any government servant. The presidents of the Bar Association are likely to meet at Allahabad in the event of non-withdrawal of the transfer order of Justice Yashwant Verma.
मैं ये वॉर जो लड़ रहा हूँ इसे मैं वॉर कहता हूँ, इसे मैं लड़ाई नहीं कहता, वॉर कहता हूँ, क्योंकि ये लड़ाई नहीं है, ये एक कॉमन मैन की आवाज है जो मैं बोल रहा हूँ। आज मुझे इस बात की खुशी है कि आज इस कॉमन मैन की बोली हुई आवाज कोलिजियम तक पहुंच गई है। 5 मेंबर्स ने हमें बहुत कायदे से सुना है, बहुत पॉजिटिव तरीके से उन्होंने ये कहा, स्पेशली मैं उनकी लाइन कोट कर रहा हूँ कि ईच एंड एवरी पॉइंट रेज्ड बाय यू इन राइटिंग will be considered by us strictly within the premises of law. Don't worry at all. And this statement from the collegium's 5 senior judges, मुझे बहुत कॉन्फिडेंस है, ये स्टेटमेंट हल्का स्टेटमेंट नहीं है, बड़ी बात कही है उन्होंने, एंड ये सारा मैटर हम लोग रिकंसीडर फिर से इसी कारण से हम लोगों ने इसको रिकंसीडर करने का विचार किया है।
See, advocates all over India are concerned with this shocking incident of Justice Yashwant Verma. And we are also concerned about accountability and transparency in judiciary all over India, from the trial courts to the High Court to the Apex Court. So our objective is that apart from this incident, the Supreme Court is investigating this incident and let this move ahead. But we want accountability standards and transparency standards to be set for the future. So that's why many of the presidents of various bar associations, we have come to meet Mr. Kapil Sibal, who is the Supreme Court Bar Association President. And what we need to do, we will be planning in consultation with Shri Kapil Sibal, and we will also be deciding today on the future shape this movement must take.
वर्क असाइन हो जाएगा सर, आज ये है, कल को ये तुरंत दीपावली करेंगे, 6 दिन छिपाते रहेंगे मीडिया। सर आप मैंने रिजोल्यूशन पास किया, हम कुछ नहीं कह रहे, हम तो केवल आप सुन रहे हैं, मुझे 2 मिनट मुझे तो सुनते हैं। अरे भाई मेरी बात तो पूरी, भैया आपकी तो पूरी बात हमने जिंदगी भर सुनी है, आज मेरी सुन लीजिए। आज मेरी सुन लीजिए, सर की बात हम सुनते थे सिर्फ।
Now, while this drama unfolded in the Supreme Court today, in political circles also, a fresh drama is brewing. Earlier this week, TMC MP Mahua Moitra claimed that the Judge Cash case is proof that the Modi government is trying to do away with the collegium system, and all of this was some greater conspiracy to try and subvert the judicial appointments. Mind you, this is in total contrast to the stand taken by several leaders of her party and several other opposition parties who have actually urged the government to try and come up with a mechanism where greater judicial accountability is sought.
Story about bundles of currency notes discovered in the outhouse of a judge of the Delhi High Court. Now, the veracity of the incident is still being ascertained, but the media has gone to town debating whether the appointment of judges and how the government of the day must have a preponderant say in the appointment process. We saw the Sushant Singh Rajput case suicide and how an innocent woman was vilified by the media, name dragged through the mud. Same thing happened in my case. Now you see this media are trying to mahol banao. They're trying to toe the government line to suborn the higher judiciary. Someone who cannot be named in this house, who presides over a neighboring chamber, has already added his 2 cents and said how he thinks that the government should do away with the collegium system. Mark my words, just like the Election Commission has been emasculated by the government takeover of its appointments process, this brouhaha and media plans are the beginning of an effort to bring back something like the NGAC with complete government control and do away with the collegium system.
Sir, unaccountable money has been recovered from one of the judge of the Delhi High Court. This is not only the last one instance. The factum of recovery money from the High Court judge is really eroding the confidence on judiciary. Sir, judges are also public servants like us. Why any investigation will not commence if a complaint of corruption is made against a judge, irrespective of the fact that the Chief Justice of India grants permission or not? Whether it will be commenced if a corruption is there, whether it will be commenced only recovery of the money, these types of instance. Sir, why the Lokpal will not be allowed to carry on an investigation if a complaint is comes against a judge who is a public servant like us? Sir, now by transferring a judge, here a charge has been transferred from this judge, transferred from Delhi High Court to Allahabad High Court. This will not resolve the problem. Any High Court, I share the sentiment of the lawyers of the Delhi High Court, Allahabad High Court. These High Courts, Allahabad High Court, Calcutta High Court, like these courts cannot be the dumping ground.
Well, of course, the Honorable MP talks about how it's only the media which is mahal banawing, but the mahal was exactly the same as 2014. Because it was in that year in August when the Parliament passed the NJAC Act, which Ms. Moitra is talking today about as an instrument being brought in by the Modi government. It was in 2014 where it was first enacted, and it was passed almost unanimously by the entire Parliament, including Mahua Moitra's party. In the Lok Sabha that year, 367 MPs voted in favour of the NJAC bill. In the Rajya Sabha, 179 members voted in favour. It's only AIADMK's 37 MPs who abstained. There was only one man at that time who actually voted against the bill, and that was Ram Jethmalani. The bill was then ratified subsequently by 16 state legislatures, and it got the president's assent. So it wasn't just the BJP which was supporting, which actually voted in favor of the NJAC. It was also all the opposition parties. Opposition-ruled states also gave their assent to that particular law. There is one thing to talk about: how do we ensure greater accountability in judiciary? NJAC is only one such instrument that is again being spoken of. Periodically, there have been murmurs. Every time there is a corruption case, there is a rethink. Political circles talk about whether it should be reintroduced, whether it should be brought back. Now, across the aisle, political parties are talking about it. Do you want to get the NJAC back, or do you want to have a better mechanism? Perhaps the TMC MP would have a suggestion.